Hi there, I'm Christina from hairromance.com, and I want to share an easy hairstyle you can do for work that you can wear in curly or straight or wavy hair. It's kind of similar to one I already posted, but I know how much easier it is to translate a hairstyle into your hair when you see it in a hair texture that's similar. Today's hairstyle is a double bun, and I've done this in my straight hair, but I want to show you today with my hair that's in its natural waves. You may have heard me say this before, but I really think it needs to be repeated until we all understand that all hair types are professional. You don't need to straighten your hair to go to work, and you don't need to have straight hair to look professional. So if you have curly hair and depending on your workplace, wearing your hair out like this would be fine. You wouldn't expect any different from someone with straight hair. So if you have curly hair, you can definitely wear your hair out. If you want to do something simple, you can even just use a couple of clips to clip it back so that it's a little bit more out of the way. Just a little accessory can sometimes just make the big difference in making your hair look more intentional. And it also just makes it, just a little bit more detailed for your office space or wherever it is that you work. But most of the time we need up styles, and I'm here to show you a new tutorial for a double bun. So let's get started. When I start any hairstyle, I like to think first about how I'm going to style the front. If you've got a fringe or bangs that you want to wear out, style that now and make sure you've left all the pieces that you want to leave out. For this work hairstyle, I'm going to put all my hair back just because I think that that covers all bases, and you know how you like to style the front of your hair. So if you want to leave some pieces out, do that. I'm going to put all my hair back. And we start by separating our hair into two equal sections. And the trick to creating two equal horizontal sections of your hair is that you don't part straight across. Most of your hair is up in this section, and for me, my hair is densest just around here. So even if I were to go up and part my hair roughly in half, still leaves a thicker section on top than it does at the bottom. So to truly get a section that is equal, I do a slightly U-shaped part line. So I start at my ears and I go up and meet just around the crown of my head. Now in curls, I can already feel I can't actually do an easy part like I would with my hair straight. So instead I go a little bit slower and I want to separate actual curls. So this way your part isn't going to be straight, that doesn't matter. Just want to move around and actually take out that top section of your hair. And where you've got a curl like that, just take that whole curl. So you can really work out with your curls to be a bit kinder when you separate them. You don't want to create any frizz, just go curl by curl separating. And then I can tell just by holding in my hands, that bottom section is still a little bit larger, so I'm going to add a little bit more hair into that top section. Just from around here. And the easiest way to separate curls that are stuck together is just to give them a little bit of a shake. You'll see which ones are going still connected. And now, yeah, that feels a little bit better, like I've got more of an equal section. And I'm just going to take these top curls back. You can create a part if you like, but let's keep this simple and easy. And we're going to do the double bun first, so I'm just going to clip this out of the way. So now we'll do the bottom bun. And for curls, I really like to use hair ties like this, which are called hair bungees. You can use a normal hair elastic if that's comfortable, but I often find when you're pulling your hair, curly hair, especially through a ponytail, it can be really tight and uncomfortable and hard to get that exact tension right. Using a hair bungee works really well because you actually wind it around where you want the ponytail to sit instead of forcing your hair through the elastic. It's definitely a lot kinder and more comfortable when you've got curls. If you want to, you can definitely brush this if you want to get like a sleeker finish, but I'm just going to keep that natural texture in my curls. I like that look. So I've gathered my hair into the ponytail. I'm going to take my hair bungee, clip it in, and then wrap it around. And you can take it just exactly the tension you need and then hook the other end in and your ponytail is staying. Then you can always tighten it if you need to. It's good as is. For this bun, I want to try and keep some of that volume and texture in my curls. So normally I just sort of twist tightly and wrap it around. I'm going to twist but keep my curl shape there. So take the end of this pony, loosely twist it, and then curve it around, tucking the ends underneath. And we'll come back and sort out any shorter layers as we go. If you can feel them there, you can sort of, like these pieces, I'm going to tuck them in underneath and hold them there with the end of that pony. Then I'm going to take my bobby pin, and instead of opening the pin, I'm just going to weave it through. There we go. And it will stay just with that one pin if you get it in the right spot. But I'm going to pop another pin at the top, because this is an all-day hairstyle. You want to be comfortable all day and not be worrying about your hair. You're going to come back to all these little loose pieces at the end. All right, now with our top section, we've mainly got those curls back to where we want them to sit. I'm just going to double check in the mirror. And sitting okay for me. I've got quite a lot of volume up the top here, which I don't really want to squash because I'm hoping to be able to take my hair out and wear my curls later. So this is a good style for that. Taking a second hair bungee, once you've got your ponytail in place, take your bungee, hook it in, and then we'll wrap it around. And a tip when you're doing this, I always find just moving the ponytail the opposite side that you're moving the bungee just allows you to stretch it around. And when you use the bungee, pull it kind of tight, as that gets a better hold in there for you. And then just hook the end in and we're good. And the great thing about that is it hasn't really disturbed the rest of my curls. I keep trying to pull it through a hair elastic does. Now, same as in that first one, I'm just going to loosely twist this and wrap it around. And to make it look, well, it's got a lot of volume from the curls, but just to even out the shape, I'm just going to pull it a little bit. Tuck those ends around. And like for a weekend look, I might leave all the ends out and leave it a bit messier, but I'm just going to pin them in now. And now once you've got your buns in place, then you're going to want to just grab a little hand mirror so you can have a look at the back of your hair and see where any of those loose curls are sticking out. Great thing with curly hair is that a lot of the time you can just push them back in. Sorry, straight hair, you won't have that same joy of it staying in place. But if you've got curls, you know that you just push it, it's probably going to find a little gap and it will stay there. You don't have to do a lot to fix up those. But if you know you've got lots of layers and they're poking out quite a lot, you can grab another pin. If you've got some layers that are really bothering you that you know just keep sticking out, grab a pin and pop them inside the pin and then wrap them around and push in. And that will hold any loose layers. Just felt another bit pop out, I think. Is that it? Yeah. If you've got curls, you know exactly what I mean with those pieces popping out. But the good news is they can just keep popping back in. And the same with on the sides. I've got a little curl sticking out there. I'm actually just going to push it in underneath the layer above. And it's going to stay there pretty well. And if you want to, you can add in a little extra pin to connect the buns together. The thing I love about creating two buns is it's way more comfortable than just wearing the one, and it just distributes the weight of your hair, particularly if you've got long or heavy hair. It just makes it a lot more comfortable when you're wearing it all day. If you're out from work all day long, this is going to be one that will last. Now, I'm not going for a super polished finish as I would for a really sleek straight style, but you can still grab any flyaways or any sort of baby hairs and broken hairs that are sticking out with a little bit of hairspray on a makeup brush. This stops you applying too much product to your hair. By applying it to the brush, you can then just sweep in, get all those little layers and stick them back into the hairstyle. And this is also great for hair that's around the neck, around your hairline here, that you want to just brush up into the hairstyle. Now for my curly girls, this style is great for work, but think about how you could even transition this for an easy weekend style, leaving more curls loose, adding another accessory, tying a scarf around the buns. It's really fun and really, really simple. And having a style like this, if you're having a weird curl day, they're just not sitting right, or it gets humid and you want to put your hair up halfway through the day, this is a really good style. It's not going to totally destroy your curls. You might still be able to use a leave-in conditioner spray and refresh them at the end of the day, which I can definitely do with this style. Thanks for spending some time with me today, and I hope you've learned something new. You can find more tutorials over on hairromance.com, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe so you won't miss my next video. Have fun with your hair, and I'll see you soon. Bye.